Sparta, the main city in the area, is down in the valley. And as the Middle Ages began, these areas came under more frequent attacks, not only in the Italian peninsula, but also over here. And consequently, they abandoned any housing down there, built a fortress up here, and built the village on this mountainside. It was easier for them to protect themselves from the marauding tribes and bands and those kinds of things, and also for a while from the Ottoman penetration into the area. So they built this village. These churches that you see are all from the Middle Ages, okay? And the artistry, like I mentioned on the bus, one of the reasons that this is a World Heritage Site is the artistry that you find that's original. Nothing's been retouched in these buildings. This, as I also mentioned, was an area of silk production. This is how the people earned their living in the 14th century, 15th century, 16th century.
Mystra, the wonder of Moria, lies in the southeast of the Peloponnese and was built in 1249 AD. Monemvasia, meaning single entrance, is a fortified city on an isolated rock that lies just off the coast of the southeastern Peloponnese. There are no motorized vehicles allowed within the city walls. All supplies, food, building materials, and tourist luggage are brought in by wheelbarrow pushed by these strong men as part of their independent business.
Alexi! Alex!
Gotta walk into our room.
I wonder if they have a. I wonder if they have a type of rule they can't have electric stuff here or something. Because the electric wheelbarrow with the little motor on it would be ideal. You could do almost the same.
This
thing.
room is amazing.
Yeah. At least the uphills regenerate on the way down.
Break off from the
It was a period of lawlessness as the Roman Empire began to collapse, and before the Eastern Roman Empire really stepped in, and before the Byzantines solidified what the Eastern Roman Empire was doing. And there was a lot of thievery and piracy, and tribes moving in and displacing people. And so they moved out here because anybody coming on the mainland has a hard time seeing this until they're way down the coast. Well, not way down. You've got to be down, where those fields are that you can see around this corner before you see this place. So if you're coming from the north, like we did, all you see is this big rock. And even over there where the bridge is, where you come across, you still can't see this place. You couldn't see it until we'd come around the corner. So it was, very well secreted. And that's why I was explaining the name. Monemvasia means one gate in Old Greek. So I'll walk over here for a minute. You can see again where our hotel is, right on the eastern edge of the developed area. And you can look over there and you see the gate. There's a gate going out that way. Just below the buildings you can see an opening right where the green is. There's the gate. You can go through that, and there's a path that winds around the back side of the island over to a small lighthouse.
That's where I went this morning.
So you've been there? Okay. Yeah. All right, go up this way. Yeah. Ostraka. And you can see it makes a nice platform for writing on if you had a brush and some ink. You could, you could vote somebody off the island, A building that's pretty much intact.
Yes.
That's the cistern. And you notice above it, there's a big wall. The area inside was and it still has quite a bit of cement on it, and so that whole area was rain catchment, and it would drain down into that system.
Is that Russ up there?
The block building at the end that you see an opening on this end, that big block, it's still really intact. That was the system. That would have been either